But what's the number one reason people get stopped in this country and kidnapped? Come on, what the fuck are you here for? What's the number one reason people get stopped in this country and kidnapped?
Skin color.
Skin color. ICE is all about that. You don't see them targeting white immigrants. You see them kidnapping families of color. Every single white person here needs to be on their guard for the people that are here that you say you stand for. Every decision you make, every move you make, everything you do is going to affect people that don't have your privilege. Woo! I don't want to see you fuck that up, do you? Fuck this system. Fuck the state.
Fuck the state.
But be fucking mindful of who's next to you. Because as a white person, it's not just your risk. And it never was. You never risked a fucking thing to earn this shit. Not one thing did you ever risk, did I ever risk. So today, don't abuse that privilege. Be real. Be what you say you're here for.
Just gotta get used to being so close. Come on, give me one. I don't know, take some personal space. There you go. See, we don't have to be so serious. Oh my Oh, you want don't need to be violent. No violence. No violence. I'm not violent. Punch me.
You are
Jumping on your side.
No, they attacked Joey. Come on.
In your face, my ass. Your glasses are on, motherfucker.
What's that? It's a bright day.
Your glasses are on, motherfucker. If you got smacked in the face, they would be displaced. Bye-bye.
These guys don't need to be violent. Cookies on the right.
Cookies on the right.
Just observing the mass so violent and hate.
Stay together. Stay tight.
Fuck you, Andy.
That Andy guy's not me.
Fuck you, too.
Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE!
This is the Portland Police Bureau. Southwest Moody Street is open to vehicular traffic. You must immediately vacate the roadway and proceed to the sidewalk. If you remain in the roadway, you may be subject to arrest for disorderly conduct, interfering with the police officer, and other state and city offenses. This is the Portland Police Bureau. Southwest Moody Street is open to vehicular traffic. You must vacate the roadway and proceed to the sidewalk. If you remain in the roadway, you may be subject to arrest for disorderly conduct. This is the Portland Police Bureau. Southwest Moody Street is open to vehicular traffic. You must immediately vacate the roadway and proceed to the sidewalk. If you remain in the roadway, you may be subject to arrest for disorderly conduct.
No KKK, no fascist USA. No KKK, no fascist USA.
Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE!
No fascist USA. No KKK, no fascist.
What you're doing is illegal. This is city property. Each and every one of you pieces of shit from the Department of Horse Shit.
All cops are bastards. Fuck you all.
Biggie,
Class traitors!
Fascist pieces of shit.
Stealing thousand kids with death and marriage, you dumbasses! All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards!
Abolish ICE!
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 Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Where are the kids at?
Police Bureau. The white Suburban needs to move. You are blocking vehicular traffic.
And you're parked in the middle of the street!
This is the Portland Police Bureau. The white Suburban needs to move. You are blocking vehicular traffic.
They got caught.
Get out of the street. You are blocking traffic. The white Suburban, Oregon plate 495, George King, needs to move now.
Abolish ICE!
Abolish ICE!
Out of the way! Abolish ICE!
Abolish ICE!
Abolish ICE!
Abolish ICE!
Make a hole!
Make a little space.
Shut it down!
Right here.
You just had a baby!
Child thieves! They're all fucking murderers!
They're nothing from World War
To
II.
protect baby kidnappers! Fascists! Child molesters! Shame on you! 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 Shame on you!
We know that this is inhumane. We know that this is dehumanizing. We know that it's wrong and it's evil. And we know that to work for a company or an organization or an agency.
Are you here to protect the people of the country? Is that why you took these jobs? That's us. Only the white people.
If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Use your voices.
They got your ancestors' blood on your hands and you're working hand in hand with them. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Look at a year to fucking quit. What are you doing?
Would never have started.
What if you were the agent who had to move the dead children's bodies out of their cells and die in their
Turn you into
cells?
a field nigger.
Protect this from
Have y'all
child
hit the rest of
abuse.
Miss Stenvik? Yeah. I'm Andy Ngo.
Hey, Andy.
Hi, nice to meet you. How did you verify the claim that was sent to you by email that was published this week?
According to the New York Post, I didn't verify it.
Pardon? Did you take any steps to verify the accusation?
No comment, thanks.
I couldn't find the police
No
report
comment, thank you.
or any witnesses.
No comment, thanks, Andy.
We're gonna march!
No ice! No KKK, no fascist USA! No ice! No KKK, no fascist USA! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets!
sidewalk. If you remain in the roadway, you may be subject to arrest for disorderly conduct, interfering with a police officer, and other state and this is to all persons operating in the streets are still open to take your traffic. For your safety and the safety of others, proceed to the sidewalk.
I recognize you from the James Demoy event.
Which one?
The James Demoy event. At
The
Portland.
what?
James Demoy event at Portland State.
Oh, yeah, what about it?
Oh, I just recognized you, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, though.
No racist police!
All cops are bastards!
A-C-A-B! All cops are bastards!
Fuck you, pigs!
Eat shit, Andy. You're useless to
Eat
society.
shit, Andy, go fuck yourself!
Useless! I hope that's all you know.
Stolen and colonized. This is the land of the Multnomah, Willamette, Chinook, and other tribal communities, and we should recognize that every time we start an event. So please recognize the land that you're on right now.
Last year I came up here.
Hands Off Venezuela PDX is a grassroots group that sprung up late January when things started changing in Venezuela and Juan Guaido said he's president, but Maduro is already president, and so there's a crisis in Venezuela over who's going to run the government, and we think the U.S. should not be involved, should not handpick Venezuela's leaders, should not apply crushing sanctions to the Venezuelan people, and should not threaten military intervention, which the U.S. government has done all of those things. So we think the U.S. should have its hands off Venezuela. Venezuela is for Venezuelans, and their democracy should sort it out.
Did you see the video footage of the tank running over protesters in the street?
No.
This was within the past 48 hours.
Grant.
Yeah.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going okay.
So what are you doing about Venezuela right now?
But Guaido never run for president. Has recently become the leader of the Popular Assembly and declared himself president. That is hand in hand with a misery that the U.S. sanctions are bringing about on the Venezuelan people. So if you're saying, well, I sort of think, well, Maduro's an authoritarian and there's a lot of misery there, and I think that the U.S. government has always sold its foreign policy interests, has always sold its Latin America imperialist interests in this manner.
We're at fault for this whole thing, and it's all because we can't stand having a leftist president.
That's exactly it. And we have a media machine that is used to making a bad guy out of people whom the U.S. government tells us is the bad guy. And so that's why people reading the New York Times or CNN are saying, well, there's got to be something wrong here. This Maduro guy has got to go.
But this is really about
we can't
oil.
trust the same sales people of the same old U.S. wars. Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah.
Sorry. This is really about oil. This is about the U.S. wants to privatize their oil, and this is the Koch brothers because they have a refinery in Texas.
During the Vietnam War, we were actually the very first party in the U.S. To stage a demonstration against the Vietnam War in like 1968, when most people just kind of thought the war was whatever. There wasn't a massive anti-war movement, and I think, obviously the Vietnamese people themselves fought a heroic battle and gained their liberation from U.S. imperialism, but the anti-war movement in the U.S. was very strong and massive at that time. And so I think that due to the anti-war movement in the U.S., that really helped the Vietnamese in their struggle against colonialism and imperialism. Violence is sometimes necessary to defend ourselves, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not a pacifist. I think preaching pacifism to the oppressed is, I think MLK had a quote about that, but it's not creating any type of good change. So if you want to come to PSU and give a speech, I'm going to be out there saying, no, I don't think you should be here. You should be able to use this space to spread a genocidal message. So.
I'll take it.
Oh wait, this is the 7th Street version of that. I don't think we have
have that other strong. What up, man?
Sometimes people just have.
Hey. What's up, Andy?
Are you with Antifa?
No.
I thought you were, based on the way you dress. Sorry for the wrong
How does
assumption.
Antifa dress? Because I have a black sweater?
Why are you out here?
Why am I out here? I'm supporting everyone. I'm supporting what this is.
Do you support the Antifa cause?
Do I support the what?
Cause of Antifa.
Fuck no. Antifa can suck it. Like, seriously, Antifa has absolutely nothing in life that's worth even living for. They're a waste of space. You know, I don't understand how they're still able to run the streets of Portland. I feel like that everyone in Portland needs to grow a pair.
And how do you feel when you see that at Holiday Park that hundreds of people are interested in socialism and communism?
I think they need to take a look at Venezuela and see people eating out of the trash can and babies starving to death. You know, and it's the worst thing is that it's people my age that believe that socialism is a good thing. But you look at Venezuela and other countries, it took, 6 years for them to go from being one of the best countries and one of the most richest countries to being one of the most poorest, brokest. People are starving to death.
And have you faced discrimination here among these group of conservatives as a woman?
Absolutely not. In fact, I feel safer here and more accepted here than I would in Antifa. You know, they welcome me and my biracial child anytime we come.
You have a biracial child?
I do, and I'm Jewish, so I can't really be a white supremacist even though I am bald. I just have a shaved head, so...
Especially you, huh?
Why'd you hit me earlier?
I didn't touch you.
That was you.
Why'd you write that transphobic article?
What's transphobic?
Why'd you write that anti-Islam article? You got published in your op-ed in the Wall Street Journal or whatever. Bullshit. Oh, I went to Muslim. I saw people in hijabs. Like, oh, I'm afraid. Oh, I'm so scared. Fuck you.
This individual punched me in the abdomen earlier.
Fascist lies.
You ain't doing shit except running your fucking mouth, calling people names, calling Jews fucking white supremacists. You're a lost cause. You're a fucking idiot. You're the fucking fascist, actually, too. You're a fucking gaslighting piece of fucking shit. Yeah, you're a diarrhea fountain with a human head, and that's all you are. Okay? A diarrhea fountain with a human fucking head.
Hey, you're not. This is private property. You're not allowed to film here.
This is actually public property. It's sidewalk right here.
No, it's not. It's private property. You can't do whatever.
Fuck you, Joey!
Hey, Joey, fuck you!
Hey, Joey, how's your friend Chris Foster?
It's public sidewalk. It's a public sidewalk. Hey, de-escalate a little bit. De-escalate. It's a public sidewalk. Hey, it's an Antifa bar right here. Check it out.
Damascus.
Check it out, Antifa bar.
Damascus.
Right here, Cider Riot. Everybody look. Look at
Damascus. Go ahead, Joey. Damascus.
Everybody look. Everybody look. Look at Antifa bar right here.
Hey guys,
Do it.
no one needs to
You guys don't want to fight out. Peaceful protest.
You need to leave.
Look at this.
Go for it, man. You want another MI? Go ahead. It's ticking. It's ticking. It's a myocardial infarction. It's a fucking heart attack. You want your head already?
Your intelligence is
Go ahead, bitch. Go ahead, Damascus.
Damn it, I already did.
You did?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
You're so proud of yourself.
I am. You're a fucking pussy.
Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. This is your fucking pathetic. Hey, don't fucking. It's a big man. You want to fucking roll one? I watched something before before I decide to send up. That's deal. That's deal. Let's see more.
Get your dog on a leash! Get your dog on a leash!
Get your dog on a leash! You fucking dumbass! Why, Max? You got your mask? That's why you're so big man.
Get that bitch on a leash!
Max, you got your mask?
You like it's all right there, woman!
Send it! Send it! Fucking spray him down! Oh no! Oh no! A riot! A riot happened at Cider Riot! Oh no! There's a riot at Cider Riot! Go back to bed! Actually, parking already.
Right? I was just thinking that. That's not the cars!
Don't throw!
Don't throw shit! Fuck you, Jimmy!
This is Cider Riot! This is Cider Riot! They're violent! They're hateful! This is Cider Riot right here! You're 101! Do something! Do something! Yeah? Right here, Cider Riot! 101! Do something! All you guys went inside! All your bitches went inside! Look at you hiding behind your fucking wall! Get the fuck out! Come on over! Come on over! This is Cider Riot, and they're pepper spraying us, they're assaulting us. This is an establishment with alcohol. This is an establishment with alcohol. Look at riot. Look at they're causing a riot. Look at they're causing a riot. Bitch! Oh! You missed! Oh, got your ass, bitch! Got your ass!
Are you bored though? Why did you come here?
Why did you come to our event? Why did you come to our event? Think about what you're saying. Why did you come to our event?
Don't get a fucking job!
Don't get a fucking
You hate me here!
Yes, us! Why? Why? Why did you come to our event? To expose this. They attacked us for being on a public sidewalk. Is that okay?
Hold the line!
It's a public sidewalk. Can I be here now? Can I be here now? To expose them. Why would they react that way? They can come to our bar. We won't attack them. Right? Right now! Is that okay? Is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay?